Okay, this is our second video for our grading, and so here you're going to have to look up what these formulas are for these things. You needed to look up. So the formula for a sphere here, for the volume of a sphere, not the area, but the volume, equals 4 times pi r squared, which is going to end up being 4 times pi times the radius is 4 squared equals 48 pi inches cubed. Right circular cylinder. Our volume is the height of the cylinder times pi r squared. So 6 times pi times 2 squared equals 24 pi. Okay, for this pyramid, the volume equation I got was the length times the width times the height divided by 3. Well, the length and the width here are the same. So we've got 4 times 4 times 9 divided by 3 equals 48. And for this one, triangular prism, the equation I found was 1/2 essentially the length times the width times the height. That makes sense. It's like the 1/2 of this width and this height is the area of a triangle, and then you just multiply it by the length 18. So we end up with 1/2 12 times 9 times 18. So this is like a triangle. The area of a triangle, and then we multiply it by 18 to get the volume of this triangular prism. And I got 972. Okay, finally let's do these conversions. So 1 inch is how many yards? So you don't have to do these the same way I'm doing them, but you do have to do an answer. Yeah, you do have to get the answer though. So let's see, 1 inch. So I'm gonna do this thingy I was doing before. So if I'm going to convert this into yards, I'm going to go through feet first. So I know there's 12 inches in 1 foot. And then there's 3 feet in 1 yard. So essentially we've got 1 divided by 12 divided by 3, or 1 divided by 36. And I got the 0.028 inches. Or actually 0.28. What am I saying? 0.28 yards. The reason is these inches cancel with these inches. This feet cancels with this feet. We're left with yards. Okay. 2.5 miles is how many feet? Well, we know that there's 5,280 feet per mile. So if miles is in the numerator here, I've got to make sure miles is in the denominator over here. So 5,280 feet per 1 mile. So 2.5 times 5,280 is 13,200 feet. And finally, I guess it's not finally, we've still got a lot more to go. So if an acre is 43,560 feet, and you start with a lot that's 1,000 feet long and 50 feet wide, how many acres do you have? So this is kind of a combination of two of our figuring out an area problem and then figuring out our acreage. So we've got 1,000 foot by 50-foot lot. So we're talking 50,000 square foot lot. So now I've got this in terms where I can use this conversion. So 50,000 square feet. Well, we know that there's, based on this comment here, 43,560 square feet in 1 acre. So this cancels square foot there. So 50,000 by 43,560 is 1.15 acres. Hope I spelled acres right. So 5 kilometers is how many miles? Well, this one I might have done a little different than what you guys did. I just kind of remember, I kind of estimated it. I remembered that there's approximately 8 kilometers per 5 miles. Cancels our kilometers out. So 25 divided by 8. And I got around 3.13 kilometers. Approximately. So you might get something slightly different than that if you used a different conversion than I did. Okay, 1 light year is 5.879 times 10 to the 12 miles. How far is the nearest star Alpha Centauri if it is 4.4 light years away? So we're talking 4.4 light years. One light year is 5.879 times 10 to the 12th miles. So we're left with light years. So 4 times 5.879. So I got something like 25.87 times 10 to the 12th miles. Okay. So I want you to figure out how many points you missed. Subtract that from 100 and go to the very top of your test and write your score. Say you got 100%. You write 100 and circle it. Make sure it's in the center and the top so I can see it. Then get an image of your test. Do your whole test. Get an image of your test. It's best to scan it and get a PDF if you can. It's easier for me to review. And submit it like you did the last one. And I will add these grades to your gradebook. All right. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. And I'm ending this now.